Man, I want to give a shout out to all you brothers, man. I'm okay. Many brothers reached out to me and said, Rolly, you ain't making no content. Man, I had some deaths in the family. Deaths meaning two, but we're going to get into it. But man, I got a good story time, man. I appreciate all the members of the channel supporting your boy, man. It means a lot. But man, I got a story time, man, a cautionary tale, man, because we have a lot of people traveling the world now. You know, the passport movement is growing. Dudes out here living their best life, but you still have to be careful. One thing about me, man, you know, I've always told you guys from the jump, the good, the bad, the ugly of dating in the DR. I can't talk about a lot of other countries, but I damn sure could talk about here. So I'm gonna give you a story time, man, a cautionary tale from a guy I met named Logan the other day, man. He tell me his story. He showed me proof, and it's tragic, but it can happen to any one of us. So let me get into the story time, man. So look, I'm in a little bar in my neighborhood in Matanata, and this is a little place called Car Wash. Now, in Car Wash, they got some pool tables, man. There's a bar. I'm sitting in there. For as I know, I'm the only foreigner, and but I can speak enough Spanish where I can kick it. Everybody in the bar, you'll know me. I'm sitting there with them drinking, watching the people play pool, and out of the blue, I see a white dude walk in there. I'm like, dang, what this dude doing here? Because it's a different setting for you to see a guy like that. He had his beach shirt on. I'm thinking, man, where he at? So, but he makes a beeline straight for me. He said, hey man, I know you. And he's talking to me, and me and him starts to talk. He said, I seen you on YouTube. And this guy is cool as hell. He was from Canada, a white dude named Logan. So Logan tells me his story. He said, oh, I got a story time for you, how I got here. I'm like, man, I'm wondering how you were here in this neighborhood. Because in the barrio, we got a couple of white guys, maybe two. And I'm talking about out of hundreds and hundreds of people. But this dude tells me his story. And it goes like this, man. He had just got out of a sexless relationship, a marriage to a woman. They didn't sleep together for over 2 years. 2 years, they don't have no kind of relations. They finally get a divorce because, you know, a lot of people talking about this and that. I'm trying to tell dudes, man, relationships are transactional. And sometimes people will marry you who don't love you, and, you know, and they'll come with you just for the benefits. I think all relationships are transactional to a certain degree. So Logan found himself in a sexless relationship, and man, everything was going bad. So once he finally got that divorce, he's sitting in there, man. I know y'all see these things on TikTok. These men showing what happens after divorce. Dudes sitting in an empty house or empty apartment, and he felt like that. But one of his friends was telling him, man, you need to visit the Dominican Republic, man. Somebody was trying to sell him on the reset way before we started there. And he's like, you know what? Maybe this is a good thing. And any of you brothers from North Coast know a lot of people from Canada that come to the North Coast. So he found himself in Sosua, having the time of his life. He loved the sun, loved how it felt on him. He felt anew. And he was on Playa Alicia one day at one of the restaurants, and that's when he sees Yanna. He ordered a beer with his broken Spanish, man, and he said her smile can crack concrete. Logan felt a jolt of electricity he haven't experienced in years. So he kind of starts talking to him, making small talk. He get the WhatsApp. And over the next 2 or 3 weeks, man, Logan and Yanna were inseparable. They strolled hand in hand along the beach. Say he was dancing merengue under the stars. They shared dreams of a future together. And when it was time for him to go back to Canada, he felt a piece of his heart had been left in Sosua. So back when he get back to Canada and he getting his spot, his mind just consistently drifted towards Yanna. I mean, their daily video calls became his lifeline. And look, many of you guys gonna go through this, man. In the United States, you know, dating is getting messed up. Everything is a little bit weird. I told you guys, they're promoting agendas. They pushing women in front, not just in the black community, in all the communities now. Same thing happening in Canada. So he found himself being lonely, and she became his only lifeline. And let me tell you, eventually, Yanna started telling him her struggles to pay rent. And this would happen. The whole time he was there, she didn't ask him for any money. This stage you got to look at with some of these chicks. Some of these chicks are good, man. Some of these chicks, this is their job. They know how to do it, and it's not all, but it's enough of them where they've learned the game. And some of these women got their own Trickeration Nation social network, and on that network they know men, this, that. But this chick didn't come at him from that angle. She started small, and she would talk to Logan about her struggles to pay rent, and he would gladly send 50. I see 50 usually be the opening thing. They say, Poppy, can you send me $50? I tell you guys, Poppy, you say you love me, but you never ever send me no money. It starts like this. They will ask you for 50, then 100, then 200, and a lot of it kind of too make you feel like this woman needs me, because in the Western world we know women don't really need us. At least that's the culture now, but as Logan was in Canada, man, winter set in and his loneliness grew more and more. He would stare out that gray sky dreaming of Sosua sun-kissed beaches and Yanna's warm embrace. And that's when the idea struck him. Why the hell am I here? I need to move to Dominican Republic permanently. Now, this is where he messes up at. Here's where things go crazy. Now, he tells Yanna what he wants, and she was ecstatic. She began to send Logan photos and videos of houses for sale, fixer-uppers, and she was like, this one works for us. She said, look, she lived in a Dominican barrio where they had beautiful homes beautiful little things that you can buy for very cheap. So, she sent him a picture of one place, and Logan's excitement grew with each passing day. And she said, look, I have a place for $10,000. I know the owner. We can buy this place and fix it up. It's going to take about $5,000 to fix it up, and we can get furniture and everything. And he thought about it, and he began to get happy and happier. But some of his colleagues at work say, don't do it, man. Don't do it. But he began to side with his heart. So what he did, he sent her the first $10,000. Right? He sends Yanna the first $10,000, and she tells him she has bought the house. That's his first mistake. Let me tell you, man, do not send these women big money like that. A lot of these women have never seen money like that, and they think that us foreigners have so much money. Well, look, one chick I was dealing with, I met, and I liked her, but this one made me fall out of lust quick. She told me one day that she got robbed. She said, Poppy, I was going to pay my rent, and I got robbed. And I know Dominican Republic, and I tell her, how much you got robbed for? She tells me, I got robbed for $2,000. I'm like, snitch, you ain't never seen $2,000 in your life. I'm like, oh, hell no. Right then and there, I cut her off. I just stopped dealing with her. I didn't want nothing else to do with her after she told me a lie like that. So, but these chicks will do this because there's buttercup dudes. There's dudes that got a lot of simp in them because, man, these women are very pretty, man, and they can manipulate you into doing things. So he had sent her all this money, did this thing. She sent him pictures of the house, told him he will get everything together. He trusted her. Now look, they had been dating for about a year. I want to put this out there. This was no short-term thing when you meet somebody, bam, 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 and it's over with. So again, he followed his heart. So the day arrived, man, this brother quits his job and he lands in Puerto Plata, waiting on her to pick him up. So his heart starts to race in anticipation, but Yanna wasn't at the airport. He tried calling her, no answer. An uneasy feeling crept into his stomach. He had the butterflies, felt like he had to go to the toilet. And he eventually got a taxi, and he pulled up to the address of the spot. The house was dilapidated. Clearly nobody having been there in years. He felt his heart sink into his shoe. He knocked on the neighbor's door showing the pictures of Yanna, but these people didn't even recognize her. They didn't even know who she was. As the sun set, casting a long shadow on the empty house, the bitter truth dawned on Logan. He had been deceived. His dreams of a new life crumbled, just like that paint on the wall, and he realized he had been had. And this is the thing, man. he had himself. So I'm gonna tell you the rest of Logan's story. So right then, this dude had lost his job. He had a little money on him. He decided to stay in the barrio, and he eventually got a house in the barrio, and he has been here ever since. He just stayed. Now the dude is doing good. He has a new girlfriend, has kids. He's doing phenomenal, man. Got his own little business there. They got their own little store, him and his Dominican old lady. They sell stuff, but this was a cautionary tale he wanted me to tell you guys, that you can be deceived so easy. And he had saw signs, but he wasn't thinking right. You know, sometimes we think with the wrong head, man. And we see all the things that we go through in the West right now with women. And when you deal with some of these chicks in the DR or Colombia or wherever you're going at, they know how to put their glaze on the donut and make you, and I try to tell people, this is bigger than sex. This is men trying to find their purpose. You know, we were bred now to take care of our women and children. That's how we think. This is all about taking care of our family. And when you feel like you're not needed, and the first woman show you that attention, man, is strong, man. Let me tell you, it is strong, and it'll make a weak man break down fast. And I'm gonna tell you, man, you'll be sending these women all your money fast as hell. And to you, you see it as an even exchange, because especially when you're in the States, you had a hard day. You see a lot of the women in the States not treating you right. A lot of these women in the States don't even look good, but you got this beautiful, hot, young thing who loving you. And when you come home and you do a video call with her, you don't mind sending her that money. But let me tell you, man, the women ain't going nowhere. Don't send them your money. Unless it's somebody you really got some dealing with, and damn sure don't send them no big money, man, because a lot of these women ain't used to money like that. A lot of these people, and not just women, and this goes for women too, that's who's doing this with men, because I got hella stories of American women or women from Canada telling me the stuff that with the hanky panky and hanky spanky, the stuff where the men them got them. So you could be got, man. And again, I always tell you guys, man, take your time meeting somebody, man. You know, trust is earned. Have your fun. And when I'm saying having your fun, man, I'm not talking about exploiting anybody. Just have your fun, man. Just date around. Date women. Have fun. You will meet the right one who fits you. But if you're not planning on moving here, then don't get serious with anybody. Don't get serious. Just keep it. It is what it is. They know, you know, a lot of women don't even date. A lot of the real solid chicks don't want a foreign man who is not going to be on the island. I've had chicks tell me that. I said, no, I live here. At least more than half of the time, and they'll be old. Then they're okay. But when they thought I was just coming and going, they didn't really want a serious woman. They didn't really want a serious relationship with me. But the ones who was about the, you know, the Trickeration Nation, chicks that's out here selling that pudding, yeah, they down with it. They know the routine, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But many men want serious, great relationships. But I think we're moving too fast. So that's the more of this story time, man. This story time is to help guys, man. Do not send money. Be careful, because he regrets it, but he learned a lesson, and that's what it's about. Lessons. I done lost way more than that in the United States, man, going through divorce, going through different things like that. So I'm gonna tell you guys, man, especially you young dudes, watch who you marry, man. It can ruin your life, man. And shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel. We in here winning. Nothing will stop us, man. Shout out to all the members of the channel, man. We are out. More story times coming now, man, but this was a nightmare. Don't let this happen to you. Much love. We out.